What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes here, back for another video in my Watch Me Build a Wholesaling Business series. So in the previous two videos, we covered the actual initial branding of the business, like getting a logo, making our website, things of that nature. And then the second video, we went through pulling, skip tracing, and placing leads into marketing platforms so we're ready to actually run our campaigns. But before we actually start running campaigns, there's one more step that we need to do, and it's extremely important, and that's find some investors who are going to buy these properties that we're going to put under contract. We need to have some type of relationship with actual investors, actual people who may be interested in buying these properties. Otherwise, we're literally committing fraud. So we'll get more into that later on in the video and whatnot, but I want to give you all about 6 different strategies that you can go out there and source yourself some cash buyers so you feel confident knowing that you've got the money behind you, and then you don't have to go out there and lie to someone's grandmother. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead. Let's get right on into it.
Hey, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a...
All right, so before we get into it, like I said, we want to make sure that we actually have buyers on deck, because basically lying to someone with the intent of getting a financial gain is literally the definition of fraud. So if anyone's telling you, oh, you don't need any investors, just go out there and lie to people's grandmothers, and then hopefully you can buy someone that wants to buy their property. Don't believe that. Like, you can't take that type of advice seriously. You know deep down inside morally that that makes absolutely no sense to go out and lie to people. Okay, so first things first, we want to actually have at least, I would say, 10 to 15 official cash buyers on a list so we can go out there, find out what they're looking for, and then we can laser target the areas and types of properties that they actually want. We're not buying these properties for ourselves. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. I want to give you all some of my favorite methods, some of my favorite places to find cash buyers. All right, so let's start off with PropStream. And I'm just going to briefly show you how to pop into each one of these systems. I'm not going to take too much time. I'm going to try to have timestamps down below. So if you're already extremely familiar with PropStream, you can probably fast forward to the next section. So I'm going to log into PropStream, and we're just going to really quickly, I'm just going to show you exactly how you would pop inside of here and grab a cash buyers list. So all of these, for all of these, I'm just going to search for Chicago. So, and if I wanted to find some cash buyers, PropStream literally makes it as simple as, you see, I just typed in Chicago, boom, I can just simply click on the cash buyers. Now I've got 109,000 of them. I can go into the filters and I can say, you know, purposely show me, you know, buyers that have owned properties for at least, 10 years, let's say. Property characteristics, just show me residential properties. Maybe I want to get real specific and just go after single family homes. Right, so we're bringing that list down. Boom, 4,500 buyers right there. Let's see the mortgage information. Let's say that the valuation info is that the maximum value of these properties that these people own, let's say it's like $500,000. So yeah, that could basically be about it, right? So I can go ahead and pull these 4,300 cash buyers from right here inside of PropStream. They make the process really simple, so you don't really have to think that hard about it. You can just get inside of the system, pull you a list, and keep it moving. So basically, once you've got these unique properties, you'll just select this button right here, and then you'll click Add to List. And then you'll go ahead and create a new marketing list, and then you'll go ahead and save it. Now, at that time, once you save it, then it'll end up in your My Properties tab. And then you can just click on, let's say, you click on one of these lists, and then you would select all of these leads, and you can simply export them from the system now with this button right here. Boom. So really easy. Like if you wanted to pull these from the system, so then you can pop them into your texting or cold calling platform, you could do that. Or you could just, bust out your cell phone after you skip trace them and start reaching out to your buyers. All right. So the next site that I want to show you all is going to be Batch Leads. Yes, Batch Leads, y'all. I just recently started using Batch Leads. I got inside of here, set up an account. We're rocking and rolling inside of here now. It's actually pretty exciting, to be 100% honest with you all. All right, so we're logged in, and then we're gonna go ahead and just go over to property search. And I believe that we can go ahead and pull a list of cash buyers from an area. Let's search. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select my filters. And then let's see, property character, let's see ownership info. Owner type, let's say individual or company. That's not telling me what I want. Cash buyers, here we go.
A few moments later.
And with these types of systems, guys, when you're using things like Batch, when you're using PropStream, this is like the easy button, right? So like you don't have to think that hard. You can get all of the data right here. You don't have to manually go in and do a whole bunch of stuff. What you're going to do is like after you put in your filters, then you would just go up in here. You're going to save that list. Then you're going to export that list from the system or go ahead and skip trace that list right here inside of your system like a PropStream or a Batch. Then at that point, you're going to go ahead and just reach out to these people. It's going to make the process really, really simple, to be honest, compared to some of these other strategies that I'm going to give you. So as you all can see in Batch and in PropStream, really, really simple to pull a list of cash buyers, and then you can skip trace those cash buyers and actually give them a phone call. All right. So the next strategy that I want to give you all is going to be Facebook groups. This is a more manual strategy, but it still gets the job done. All right. So what I would do is when I go over to Facebook, I'm going to click on the groups tab, and then I'm just going to search for local real estate related groups to the market that I'm trying to market in. Okay. So in this scenario, I'll type in like Chicago real estate. Right. And then there's other forms of that same search query like Chicago cash buyers, Chicago real estate investors, Chicago wholesale, Chicago wholesale real estate, things like that. So you want to go in and actually search for different variations of, real estate related terms, basically like your city plus real estate related term. So then you can get all of the relevant groups that actually match that search criteria. All right, so I'm already a member of a ton of these Chicago real estate investor groups. But like what you would do, you would go ahead and click join. Like if I wanted to join this one. Boom, that's an Insta join, it looks like. Yeah, boom. So that one doesn't require you to put in any information or anything like that. Some of these groups will want to ask you questions, and it'll pop up like a little question box, and you'll have to answer the questions to actually become a member of the group. If so, just fill it out real quick and go ahead and, try to join as many groups as possible. I recommend try to join at least 20 to 25 groups, so then you could actually be a member of at least 10 to 15 local real estate related groups. Trust me, it goes a long way. Now, once you're in the group, then you'll go ahead and go into the group. First things first, what I recommend is scroll down the page first and just look for posts to like and comment on. Okay. So, this person posted something, looking for investors and working on rehabs. Boom. I'm going to like that post. Let's see what they're talking about. Asking I see some posts right here or whatever, some stuff that I can like on. I want to look like a real person when I pop inside of the group. I don't want to just pop in like a robot. So I may even respond to something like this, like, oh man, would you be open to do a JV? Shoot me over the details, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I would probably reach out to some of these people as like a comment and or message them on Facebook. But that's the first thing I want to do. I want to like some other people's posts. Then once I'm inside of here, now I can go ahead and once I've already commented on other people's stuff, let's put it like that, and I've liked some posts, then I want to come inside of here and actually create my own posts. I may be like, hey, does anyone here have are there any investors here looking for off-market deals? If so, drop your email down below and I'll send you our latest inventory when we have it or something like that. Let's see. And I'll send you our latest inventory. Boom. Something like that. Yeah, so you can send out some type of little simple message like this. Hey, are there any investors here looking for off-market deals? If so, drop your email down below and I'll send you our latest inventory. boom, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something simple. You can even put this on like a big background. It doesn't look like I can do it right here, but very often you can use like the bigger background so your words kind of stand out. I think if I had less words, yeah. So if you have less words, then it'll allow you to use these little special backgrounds and you can make your post kind of stand out a little bit more. I would recommend that, like try to have like less words used to tend to go a long way. Let's put it like that. So you can go ahead and post your post. Then you want to go ahead and like your own post once you actually put it on there, because it seems like no one wants to like a dry post. So if it's been up there for 3 hours, no one's liked it, no one's probably going to like it. So you be the first person to like your post. In fact, heart your own post. So then, it's already got some engagement early on. So then other people will start to go along with that. Boom. So that's a great way to kind of get started, like, actually posting your own posts, seeing if there's buyers. But then another thing that you can do is, as you scroll down the groups, you can also see sometimes cash buyers will actually post something like, hey, if any wholesalers here have deals, add me to your buyers list. Things like that. You may see that as well. So you just scroll down the group, and then if you see buyers that are just there like, hey, send me your deals, then you can go ahead and add them onto your potential cash buyers list as well. So there's going to be 2 separate lists. You got your potential buyers because you haven't actually spoken with them yet. Maybe you just got their information. And then you've got your official buyers. These are people that you've actually had a conversation with, asking them what types of properties they like to buy, basically what their buying criteria is. Once you know what that buying criteria is, then you can get out there and laser target these people. All right. So boom, I hope that makes sense. Now let's go to the next strategy, which is going to be good old Craigslist. All right. So on Craigslist, there's a couple of different ways that you can go about it. It's very, very similar to Facebook groups. Basically on Craigslist, you would do something very, very similar. Like you can go into, let's say, housing wanted. And inside of this area, you may actually find some actual cash buyers that are looking for investment properties, right? So you may have to kind of scroll down. But basically, you could definitely find investors, even in the real estate for sale, things like that or whatever. You will find people who want to buy more real estate. You can go through here and you can kind of use certain search filters to actually search for some people. And you can also go through here and post your own post. What I would recommend, if you're going to create a posting, go ahead and pop it into like the housing offered section or the housing wanted section, one or the other, probably like the housing offered, because that's probably where your investors are going to be. Yeah, you can also drop it into services offered, but I believe that they charge you like $5. Yeah, I would probably put it in like household services maybe, but they charge you like $5 to do that. So I try to like put it into some categories that make the most sense for what I'm trying to do. And basically what I would do if I posted it in, let's say, housing offered, let's say, right? So if I posted in housing offered, let's say I said, real estate by owner. And then basically what I would say is like, are you looking for your next investment property? Something like that.
A few moments later.
And then, in the description, you can say, so I'm not going to write it all out, but in the description, you could say something around the lines of, if so, we have off-market discount properties available all over the area. If you're interested, please send us an email or shoot us a text for the earliest response, for the fastest response, or something like that. We would love to have a conversation with you to find out what your buying criteria is, what types of properties you like to purchase, and what your budget is looking like. And then we'll get out there and laser target the types of properties that you're most interested in. Boom. So like all you have to do is just put in like the laundry and the parking. You just type anything in right here for now. And let me just put in like a postal code. Let's see, type in a little address real quick. And then you could put in like the show my phone number thing. If you don't want people to call you, just take off the phone calls, okay? People probably still will call you, just for the record. Boom, you can go ahead and select the address. Maybe just put your first name here. You don't have to go too crazy with it in terms of all of your contact info. And then basically at this point, you can say that you want other people to contact you, and you don't have to. You'll go ahead and click continue. You can just leave this as like a circle. You don't have to put in like an actual address or anything. You can just click continue. And then it's going to ask you to add your images. So you just add an image on to the post. And then basically you'll have all your words right here, like your whole description will be right here. They'll be able to scroll through your pictures. It can just be simple pictures. You can grab some stock photos of like, two people shaking hands with each other and stuff. It ain't got to be anything too crazy. Maybe 2-3 pictures, nothing too crazy at all. Maybe even like a picture of yourself or something like that if you look professional, I guess. And then basically you'll just click publish. And once you click publish, this post will be on Craigslist for 45 days. What I would recommend is after about, 3 to 5 days, go back into Craigslist. You're going to go into your account settings. And then so you're going to have an account. Make sure that you actually create an account on all of these sites. But once you go back into your account, then you're going to click on manage postings. And then Craigslist will actually give you the option to renew your post after about a few days, if I'm not mistaken. Meaning that you can make that post go right back up to the top of search results about every few days or something like that or whatever. That's usually when I go back and try to put a post back onto the top, would be after a few days. So definitely check that out, guys. So that's basically Craigslist in a nutshell. It's pretty straightforward. I know a lot of you all may be familiar with Craigslist, but it's a great way to go about generating some potential cash buyers. Now, let me give you one more quick strategy. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to tell you another really cool way, well, quote unquote cool way. It's a little disingenuous, but it's another way that definitely works. I guess you can use this at your own risk, I guess. And it's basically called a ghost ad. So you would go right back to Craigslist. This is where this is done mostly. You can also do it on Facebook groups and Marketplace. However, basically you would post a property that you don't actually have under contract. So like you find like a nice looking property in a nice area, and then you post it online. You don't have to post the address. Don't post the address. Just post the pictures of the property. And like basically what you'll do is that you'll put it online and you'll have it for like a really good price. So it's like this 3-bed, 2-bathroom home for like $45,000, and like the ARV is like $228,000 or something like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like unbelievable deal. And you'll post it on Craigslist. That's like a real estate for sale by owner type post, just like we just did. And basically you're going to have a ton of people reaching out to you, no matter where you post this ghost ad. You're going to have a ton of people reaching out to you. So basically what you're going to do is just talk to those people, and you'll be like, oh, dang, John, you know what? Literally, it sold as soon as we sent it out. Like, we got that thing sold in like 30 minutes, man. It's gone. But if you are interested in future properties, I would love to find out what you're looking for and go ahead and add you onto our buyers list. Boom. So there you go. Some buyers will know that you finessed them with that or whatever. But to be honest with you, a lot of them really don't. And you can get a decent amount of really good buyers on your team by using ghost ads. All right, so that's basically it for Craigslist. Now let's go into these last couple options. This right here is going to be affordablehousing.com. This is kind of like my cheat code right here, and I purposely put it at the end of this video because I know most people aren't going to make it this far. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and basically on affordablehousing.com, it's basically the government's Section 8 website where, low income individuals can go and find an apartment for rent. So you may be like, well, what the heck am I doing here? Well, for a landlord, having a vacant property is a form of distress. So they're raising their hand saying, hey, I need help. I need someone to come rent this property out. So basically what I do is I just reach out to these people and say, hey, John, I saw that you had a property listed on affordablehousing.com. I was just reaching out to try to see if you were interested in purchasing any more properties. And there's a reason why I like affordablehousing.com so much. And it's because they have the landlord's name and phone numbers right here readily available on the website. So it just makes it almost too easy to come across these people. So I'm going to search for Chicago, Illinois, and it's going to pop up apartments for rent, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click into the apartment, and bang, what it's going to show me is what? The landlord's name and phone number right here on the top of the page. So what I would do is that I would open up a Google Sheet. Sheets.google.com. So boom, I'll open up a brand new spreadsheet basically on sheets.google.com. And basically what I want to set, how I want to set this up is name. Whoops, hold on, let me go back. I'm a stickler about grammar. I got to make that capital name, phone, and that's it for right now, right? So I can go back and I can go ahead, copy this person's name. And I can go ahead and paste it right on into here. And just a pro tip, you want to click paste special. And then I think you want to click like values only. Boom, because then it's gonna paste it in the correct size. I think if you just paste it, then it's gonna pop up big like that. You see? So paste special. Pro tips out here, man. I got y'all. Okay, bang. So then you'll go ahead and copy this phone number as well, and then go ahead and paste special. Values only. Bang. So it copied everything right there or whatever. But I think you all get the gist of it. That like you'll just go from person to person, copy their information, boom, and then you can go ahead and paste them into your spreadsheet. So basically, I would just go back, click on the next person. Let's say, this 775 place right here. Boom, go ahead, copy and paste Veronica's phone number. Go ahead and throw it onto my spreadsheet. Boom, simple, easy peasy. Take their name, phone number, go to the next one. Take their name, phone number, go to the next one. It's pages and pages and pages. It's 3,000 rentals on here. It's going to be a lot of individual landlords that you can reach out to and ask them if they're interested in buying more property. What I like about affordablehousing.com, what I've noticed about the investors on affordablehousing.com is that, they're either playing the game or they're getting out. And they tend to be a more savvy investor. They figured out a way to get the government to pay their bills for them, right? So they're more than likely going to want to buy more properties. But also, if they're not trying to buy more properties, then they're probably trying to sell likely an entire portfolio. So very often the buyers on or landlords, let's say on affordablehousing.com, can be an amazing source to get cash buyers. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all areas are created equal. So Chicago is one of the largest cities in America. There's 3,000 rentals. You may go to Dallas. Let's see how many Dallas has. It can be extremely different. Was significantly less, I would assume. Look, 203. So that's a big difference. Remember, this is government housing. So not every area in America is going to have government housing. Don't expect to see affordablehousing.com in like Scottsdale, Arizona or something like that or whatever. It's probably not going to have anybody there, I would assume. Let's see. Scott, what I tell you, 0. What did I tell you? You're not going to see affordable housing in extremely extremely expensive markets. Okay. So not all areas are created equal. This is going to be more for like those rundown areas, places in Detroit, Baltimore, probably places in Atlanta, things like that or whatever, where it's a little bit more rundown. People need help out there with affordable housing. So, and like I said, like as I'm going through here, whether it be, Facebook, probably not. Well, PropStream as well. Like once I'm actually talking to someone, that I'm going to be adding them onto my potential list as well. And also, so this will be like my potential list, and then I'll create another spreadsheet with my official list. As I go through affordablehousing.com, I want to add about 100 to 150 potential cash buyers just off of affordablehousing.com. That's my goal, at least. If there's that many in that area, I want to get them all. Okay, so I want to get as many of those off of affordable housing, and then also adding people that I haven't spoke with yet from like Facebook and Craigslist. If I haven't spoken with them yet, I want to add them onto my potential list as well. And then once I actually speak with them, I'm going to transfer those potentials over onto my official list along with their buying criteria. So I can have that all on a spreadsheet. All right, or inside of your CRM system if you already have one. All right, so that's basically it in terms of affordable housing. Now, last but not least, what I'm actually going to be using while I'm doing this series of videos is actually going to be InvestorLift. Okay, so InvestorLift is going to give me access to over 4 million buyers, investors all throughout America. So as I get a deal coming in, I can dispo it out to, I can literally email and or text it out to sometimes tens of thousands of people, usually at least thousands of people in basically any market that I've seen so far. I haven't seen nothing less than hundreds in any market in America. And basically, I will go ahead, log into InvestorLift and post my property on there. And now you'll see it on this marketplace type section, where this is what my buyers would be looking at, like when I actually shoot out the property. See, we know that these people, they're interested in buying deals because they actually signed up to get emails from people from InvestorLift. Okay. So basically, like, you know, I can scroll down. Well, they'll be able to scroll down, see my property, and they can go ahead and inquire about this deal. And actually, the great thing about InvestorLift is that they can literally purchase the property directly through the website from us. So it's really, really nice. You know, like obviously we still have to coordinate with the title company and things of that nature, but they can send their documents inside of the system. They can make their offers, upload EMD or proof of funds, I should say, all types of stuff. So it's really, really cool. I really, really like it. So this is going to be another place where I'm personally going to be using to, you know, get my buyers or dispo my deals out, just so we can kind of speed up that process. And I'll let you all actually hear me talk to these buyers, communicate with them and things like that, negotiate and trying to actually get the deal sold. So boom, this is going to be like my main recommendation for all of you all that are paid people. Like if you've got money and you want to get the best result, then InvestorLift is kind of pooping on the competition in terms of what it's offering you, in terms of getting your properties out in front of investors. Okay, 4 point something million buyers and counting. I don't think anybody is messing with that, to be 100% honest. So anyway, though, guys, that's basically it. 6 different ways to go out there and start building up a potential cash buyers list. And then you're actually going to have that conversation with buyers and turn them into official cash buyers. No one's 100% real until you've actually broken some bread with them, aka made some money with them, done a deal or two. Then you know that they're real. Once again, make sure that you actually do this step in the process. Don't be out there committing fraud. You don't want to start off on the wrong foot and you know, just taint the entire business before you actually even get started. All we have is our integrity out here. So don't mess up on the integrity aspect right off the rip. Don't go out there and lie to someone's mother, grandmother, grandfather. That's just not okay. And it's literally fraud. It's against the law. So in the next video, we're going to be covering how to actually run your campaigns and how to analyze deals. So if anything comes in that we can actually work on, we can run the numbers on, we're going to pop into our softwares, and I want you to actually see my thought process of when I'm running the campaigns, what I should be responding back, as well as how do I go ahead and analyze this deal. Does this make sense? Should I even be trying to make an offer on this deal? That's what we're going to be going over in the next video. So guys, if you have watched this video and you're thinking like, well, what do I actually say to these investors once I get on a phone call, then definitely check out this video right here. And then I'm also going to try to pop up the next video in the series right here as well. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video. Until next time. Peace.